Good morning, your name?
Good afternoon. Good morning, Your Honor. Reginald Myers.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, all this is Perkins' fault. I don't know what's going on here, but this guy's got crazy eyes, so I made a thumbnail.
Myers. Sir, you're here on case number 250447767, People State of Michigan versus Reginald Jermaine Myers, also known as Reginald Myers, Reginald Jermaine Myers, Mark Jermaine Williams, Martin Schmidt, Corey Myers, Reginald Jermaine Myers, Reginald Jermaine Myers. Appearance for the people.
Thank you, Magistrate. Good morning. Stevenson, P71917.
Good morning.
Steve Reagan on behalf of Mr. Myers, waive the reading, stand mute. He's been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you both. Or wait, formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Myers, I'm scheduling a pretrial date via Zoom on March 31st, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Bryant. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Not guilty, please entered on your behalf as the bond from the people.
Your Magistrate, being charged with that retail fraud third and that NDOP under 200, not going to be objecting to a personal. We are going to be asking for an alcohol tether as well as no contact. As you can see, the defendant was so intoxicated after this incident, he couldn't even be
Did you see that shocked look? He pulls one of these.
processed at the DDC until they waited for his blood alcohol content to lower to a 0.25, which means it was higher than that at the time of this incident. The defendant does have priors. Actually, he's been convicted of operating while intoxicated, third offense. Even though this isn't a driving offense, we do feel as though intoxication played a big part. You can see what this defendant allegedly ended up doing.
He has 3 prior drunk driving convictions.
That's correct. And you can see there was some, I guess it was some type of derogatory term used by the defendant only for another employee to hear what the defendant had said, then swapping derogatory terms. And then this defendant starts being destructive in this establishment. The concerning part of this, Magistrate, I'm sure, as you can see, as well as I hope defense counsel can appreciate it, he came back 3 other instances within the same incident where he was destructing things, all within a 40-minute period. So I understand it's a misdemeanor, but we do feel as though this defendant did pose a danger. He does have a substance abuse problem, at least just based on what the people see. Respectfully asking for that tether, the alcohol tether.
Thank you, respect.
Yeah, Judge, no objection to personal bond. I don't think the alcohol tether's necessary. You know, a lot of times when I look at the investigator's report, you know, I don't think that it's always accurate.
Oh, come on, Phil. I don't think an alcohol tether is necessary. They got this instance after 3 DUIs. Convictions. Forget about all the ones he got out of.
As to how things happen or the sequence in which they happen, but understanding that there was no driving involved in this situation, I'm just going to ask for no drinking or no alcohol to be consumed, but I don't think the alcohol tether is necessary. Understands Judge, he needs to come to court, needs to be present for all pretrial conference dates, and I'm just asking again for the personal things Mr. Vincent did, but I don't think an alcohol tether is necessary.
Thank you both. Okay, Mr. Myers, these are non-assaultive allegations as charged, but I do have a number of concerns. It's alleged that you went into this location, throwing beers inside the locations, break against the walls, damaging multiple items. These are the allegations that the reason I'm giving you the bond that I'm going to give you. And it's alleged that you were at the DDC.
They're just allegations at this point, but literally anybody with a brain believes them.
With a very high blood alcohol content, according to the investigator's report, and had to wait until it dropped to a 0.25 until processing. That's concerning in itself, these allegations, but where the alcohol tether comes in is your 3 previous alcohol convictions, driving convictions. That tells the court you have a problem with alcohol. You've had multiple felony or multiple convictions for drunk driving, and now we have an allegation with a BAC that's over 300% of the limit, and an allegation of you going in, damaging property, grabbing beers, throwing them around in the location, and while extremely intoxicated. And it's apparent to the court, just simply based on your multiple prior driving convictions, that you have an alcohol problem, and it does not look like you may not have those that under control. And I do have concerns regarding the safety of the public if you are to consume alcohol, being that you've had multiple convictions in the past driving and now we have allegations. And they're non-assaultive, and for those reasons, bond's going to be set as recommended in part by both parties. You'll be released on a $15,000 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. During this bond, absolutely no use of any alcohol, period. No illegal controlled substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. You're not to go anywhere near the Bottle Stop liquor store on East State Fair. Nowhere near that location. There's no driving of any vehicle whatsoever unless you have a valid driver's license. And you will be fit with an alcohol tether prior to being released to ensure that you do not consume any alcohol for the reasons stated. Do you have any questions on your court date or bond conditions, Mr. Myers?
No, sir.
Good luck.
Perkins, state your name for the record, please.
Raekwon Perkins.
All right, Mr. Perkins, you have some.
Okay, so after all those crazy looks, when the judge gives his ruling, he's like, "Yeah, okay," and walks out. Like that all seems to be in order.
Traffic matters in which you failed to appear in court for, sir. As a result of your failure to appear, warrants for your arrest were issued. The court's going to set aside these arrest warrants. Your personal bond in each of these misdemeanor matters that carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be against you. You have the right to an attorney. Can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed on your behalf. Tickets are P1021784, no insurance misdemeanor. Driver license not valid. Ticket P1144297, driving while license not valid. Ticket P1284740, no insurance misdemeanor. Driver license suspended. Ticket P1375122, driver license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket P1476546, driver's license never required. And ticket U66324123. Receiving and admitting an act of solicitation. In each of these misdemeanor matters, sir, you're given a personal bond, no dollar amount. Pretrial will be April 14th in front of Judge Ramsey Heath. Now to your main matter, sir. This is case number 18061145001. People said Michigan versus Raekwon Perkins. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Good morning. Steve Benson for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amber Roberts appearing on behalf of Mr. Perkins. He's been advised of his rights. He will stand mute. We ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Okay, court a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Raekwon Perkins. I have a $1,000 cash surety capious bond. Mr. Perkins failed to appear in March 2020 for a review date. It looks like this case has been adjudicated. Mrs. Roberts, why should I not continue that capious bond set in March of 2020?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Perkins indicates he's not able to post any money for bond. He indicates that due to a change of address, he didn't receive the mail. My client does indicate he has a good job. He's working 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. He also indicates that he picks his daughter up every day at 4:30 p.m. I would hate to see him lose his job remaining in custody on this. He also indicates being a lifetime resident of the state of Michigan, that he's a father of 6, Your Honor. I would just respectfully ask that you consider giving him a personal bond.
So he changed the address. Did he notify the court of his new address?
I notified the associate the mailing plate for a mailing for a personal PO, and I was going through difficulties to get a PO box, and I had that.
Oh my God, this guy struggles to speak. Like when he does, it's okay, but he can't form words.
That was changed to was a house that I had built up and fixed out, and I rented it out a year prior to that. And the tenant that was living in the house that I rented out to them, they made it catch fire.
Okay, that was not my question, sir. Although I'm empathetic to the house fire, I just asked you, did you notify the court of your new address?
Well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know I could do that. I just went to the mailing
So the answer to my question is no. Thank you.
place, and it was I was having difficulties.
Okay. All right, response from the people?
Magistrate, that's all fine and good. There's only one failure to appear. I think the biggest thing for me is I appreciate the fact Ms. Roberts didn't use COVID as an excuse because it's 5 years since the defendants appeared for court. With all of that being said, and the one failure to appear, he previously reported. He reported, and then he just didn't report at this review date. So we're not going to have a problem with you converting this to a personal
Maria, do you speak fluent hungover?
bond at this time.
$100 personal bond, Mr. Perkins. No contact with Myers Stores. Review date, March 27th in front of Judge Bryant. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
You need any reminders?
Yes, sir. Please and thank you.
Mrs. Roberts will take care of that, won't you, Mrs. Roberts?
Yes, Mr. Perkins, our office will be reaching out to make sure you stay on top of your court date, okay?
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, sir, what is your name?
DeAndre Cortez Clowney.
Are you related to the football player from South Carolina?
I
Clowney?
wish.
He's made one of the most vicious hits in college football history when he played Michigan. I'll leave it at that. On to your main matter. It's case number 200-443-7001. Pearson, Michigan versus DeAndre Clowney. Appearances, please.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andra Roberts, appearing on behalf of Mr. Clowney, has been advised of his rights. Will stand mute. We ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
All right, the court will continue not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Clowney. I see this is at least his second capias, Mrs. Roberts. Why should I not continue the $1,000 10% capias bond set February 27th of last year by Judge Bryant?
Your Honor, unfortunately, Mr. Clowney is not able to post any money for bond. I do believe with these charges, the court does have discretion to change it. I would ask you to do so, Your Honor. Unfortunately, Mr. Clowney indicates that he didn't have transportation and completely forgot about it. However, with Mr. Clowney on screen now at this time, Mr. Clowney, you do understand you have to return for all future court dates, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, and there's no issue moving forward?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, we would respectfully ask that you take Mr. Clowney at his word. He does indicate that he's a lifetime resident of the city of Detroit, Your Honor. It's my understanding. I'm sorry, one more thing. He's a father of two and is expecting another child at the time.
Mr. Clowney, do you have any transportation issues? Any other hindrances keep you from coming to court?
Not anymore, sir. Not anymore.
When you say transportation issues, was your car broken down?
Yes, sir. I had to get a whole new car. So we just bought a car a couple days ago. So whatever court date, I'll make it.
You don't believe in catching the bus?
And I didn't have no money to catch the bus. You know, funds has been tight. I'm not working right now. It's a lot going on.
All right, response from the people.
Your Honor, Mr. Clowney, while this is the second failure to appear, we would note that the time spans where he's missing. So, Your Honor, he's been gone for over a year on this case. And so he could have made his way down to court if that's what he wanted to do to take care of this, and he failed to do so. Even if he didn't have a ride one day, surely in the last year or just over a year, he could have found somebody to bring him down for him to try to take care of this. Your
I'd have to feel like I should be elected emperor of the world before I could be that arrogant, not show up for a sentencing.
His prior failure to appear was July 24th, 2020, and then he wasn't arraigned on that bench warrant until January 2nd of 24. So, Your Honor, 3.5 years later, so missing court for 3.5 years and then for over a year would indicate that Mr. Clowney cannot be trusted to appear on his own. We believe that either a tether or the money bond is what's appropriate here.
Response, Mrs. Roberts?
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Clowney's already on record that he's not going to have any issue with returning to court at this time. I do believe this matter going, I think, before the Honorable Judge Jones for the next court hearing, that would even be permitted on Zoom. So at this time, I'm just asking that you give Mr. Clowney another chance.
So are you working, sir?
Not at the moment. I had a job interview to go to today, and I wasn't able to make it.
How'd you get picked up today?
I didn't get picked up.
Seriously, listen to this clown. Not at the moment. He's got 3 kids, 1 on the way. Nah, not right now. I'm working on it though.
Today, I was picked up on Saturday. I've been here since Saturday.
How'd you get picked up on Saturday?
I got picked up on Saturday with arguing with the female. We got into an argument. I called the police for them to escort me and my
Little DV smacky judge. just some things I thought I'd inject into today's proceedings.
things. One thing led to another. Here I am.
Call the police.
I did.
Okay, I'm not sure Mr. Clowney is going to appear. I'm going to continue to keep his bond set by Judge Bryant. If he had failed to appear once, I would have inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt. But this is twice now. I'm going to continue that capious bond set by Judge Bryant. I don't get the sense that Mr. Clowney takes this matter seriously. In light of the 2 capuses, the 2 failed appears and a time frame between them. Bond redetermination will be Wednesday,
I never knew.
March 19th, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConaughey. Pretrial March 28th in front of Judge Jones. Mr. Clowney, do you have any questions regarding your bond and/or court dates?
Yes, I do. I have a lot of questions. Like, my first question is, where is this case coming from? I don't know nothing about these cases at all. Like, that's why.
You know why? You didn't show up to court.
Bro, I don't know. How do I show up to court to something?
Sir, Mr. Clowney, the reason why you don't know anything about this case is because you don't show up to court. What's your next question?
How do I show up to court on something that I know nothing about? I don't remember.
I'm really upset I don't have my homie D Clown clip at the moment.
Mr. Clowney, when I talk, you listen.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's get that established.
Okay.
You don't overtalk me.
I'm sorry.
Second of all, you don't know anything about the case, the facts of the case, because you don't go to court. What's your next question?
Okay, so with the personal bond, what's gonna happen?
You don't have a personal bond. You have a $1,000 10% cash bond. You have to post $100 to get out. You have a bond redetermination here. Listen to me. I'm not going to tell you one more time.
So you don't show up to court. When you finally do show up to court, you don't listen. But you ask a lot of questions.
You have a bond redetermination here on March 19th, Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConaughey. Now, your last question, sir.
Since when did I have this bond and I never been in here for anything else? When did I have a $1,000 bond and I never been in here?
That's the reason you answered your own question. That's why you have a $1,000 10% bond, because you never showed up. Step aside, please.
Oh, no, that's not the answer to the question. Bro, I asked you why do I have a $1,000 bond?
I don't know. That answer made sense to me. I understood it completely.
If I never
Mr. Clowney.
I muted him.
Your Honor, who's the judge? Is this Jones, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Step aside, sir.
Jonathan Moore.
Michigan State. What's your name?
Jonathan Moore.
Jonathan Moore?
Yeah.
Did you play for Michigan State?
No.
All right, this is case number 250-564-3901. Peterson, Michigan versus Jonathan Moore. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate Stevenson, for the people.
Deandra Roberts appearing on behalf of Mr. Moore. Your Honor, Mr. Moore has been advised of his rights. Will stay on mute. We ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Moore. By recommendation from the people.
Magistrate, unfortunately, there's no way this defendant could have attended Michigan State, let alone play for Michigan State, because from 2009 through 2021, he had a prison sentence for extortion. Sorry, I got off track there for a second.
Yes, you did, but you caught yourself.
With a little help from you.
I thought Mr. Ragnar was behind you or something.
Hey.
All right, what's your name?
I love Stevenson. He just drops the hammer, and then he gave the judge a nudge, but a gentle one.
Hey, sir.
Andre Coulson.
All right. All right, Mr. Coulson, you have some traffic matters in which you failed to appear in court for. As a result of your failure to appear, warrants for your arrest, excuse me, were issued. The court's going to set aside these arrest warrants, give you a personal bond in each of these misdemeanor matters that carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and
I don't even want to know what's going on with his head.
or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be against you. You have the right to an attorney. Can afford an attorney, one will be appointed on behalf. Tickets are 494-004. Loitering, excuse me. And loitering and ticket P1406582, also loitering. And you 568-84120, also loitering. In each of these misdemeanor tickets, sir, you're given a personal bond of dollar amount. Pre-trial will be April 15th in front of Judge Christina Kennedy for these tickets. Is that clear, sir?
Sir.
All right, now to your main matter. It's calling case number 240-609-0401, Peterson, Michigan versus DeAndre Coles,
That's
aka
what I'm afraid of.
Coulson. Appearances, please.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748.
Morning, Deandra Roberts appearing on behalf of Mr. Coulson. He's been advised of his rights. Will stay on mute. Ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Coles, aka Coulson. By recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, due to the age of the case, we would not object to 25,000
Are
personal
you all
bond.
right, Mr. Coulson? You're grooming your mustache and beard.
I'm
You need a
sorry,
mirror?
sir. I'm sorry, sir.
All right, go ahead. I wouldn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead, Mr. Douglas.
No objection, 25,000 personal. We would ask for no contact with the Finkel address. Your Honor, this does date back over 2 years. We would note that Mr. Coulson, aka Coles, was able to successfully complete probation on an unarmed robbery while this in the time since the date of this alleged offense. So, Your Honor, we're not going to object to a 25,000 personal.
No objection, Your Honor.
Oh, the Finkel address is a sicko?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, $25,000 personal bond. No contact with the sicko at gas station on Finkel. Probable cause, March 25th, preliminary examination, April 1st, both in front of Judge Giles. You have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates, Mr. Coles?
Sir.
All right, step aside, please.
I love Victor. He's always fun.
Detroit versus Jamal Anthony Lewis, case number SP 104325551. SB 119-70501, State of Michigan versus Jermel Anthony Lewis, case number SX 3920506, counts 1 and counts 2. Is this Mr. Ogletree's client? Mr. Ogletree, are you there? No, it's not. Go ahead, Ms. Harris.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lewis, please state your name for the record.
Jamal Anthony Lewis.
Jamal Anthony Lewis.
Jamal, okay. Anthony Lewis, sorry. Good to see you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Mr. Corporal McCree, good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Airboy. Mr. Airwood was my attorney last time I was here.
Ms. who?
Mr. Was the Elwood or the
Yeah, he's
older
here.
guy?
He's here.
Yeah, he was my last guy I talked to when I was on in January. Did a video.
Very good. Very good. He's he's here, but Mrs. Harris is very fully capable.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just didn't know y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Or is this you, Ms. Harris? This is you, right?
I did just place my appearance, yes.
Very good. All right. Corporal McCree, good morning to you.
Good morning, Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865, City of Detroit Police Department.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there a Officer Everett Morris or Trooper Everett Morris? Hearing no response for that individual.
Defense moves to dismiss those matters.
Very good. I'm going to grant that motion to dismiss those SX 3920506, counts 1 and counts 2. We're only dealing with the 2 licensed and proper. I believe I gave Mr. Lewis an opportunity to pay these matters, but they haven't been paid. So, Ms. Harris, you want to break out. Hold on, Mr. Lewis. Go in the breakout room and speak to Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
All right.
Join the room, please. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Jermel Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, he's been advised of his rights, and it's my understanding he will be waiving his right to trial and entering a plea to 1 count of allowing.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lewis?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yeah.
Ms. Harris went over your other advisory rights and breakout room. Is she not?
Yeah.
You understood those rights?
Yeah.
You have any questions? Is yes? Is that yes?
Yeah.
You have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Is that yes? Yeah.
All right. You understood that you have an absolute right to a trial, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
And Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights, did she not?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give up those rights?
Yes.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
What you say?
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Now, let me draw your attention way back to May the 6th, 2021, at around 4:52 PM in the city of Detroit, in the area of Gratiot and French Road. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Not that I remember.
Not that you remember, I can understand that. Miss Harris,
What was the date of the offense, Your Honor?
the date of the offense was May 6, 2021. And the other. I guess the other tickets are older than that. All right. Ms. Harris,
Yes, Your Honor.
waiting on you. Client says he
Well, the
doesn't.
court, yeah, I guess I would need to talk to Mr. Bowman again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pass the matter.
All right, I'm going to do a PSA for all the defendants of the world. If you're going to plead guilty to something because you want to take a deal, you got to admit that you did it.
You ready, Ms. Harris?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, Ms. Harris, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Go ahead.
There's no objection from the people if Mr. Lewis were to tender a no contest plea due to his lack of recollection. Again, I'll advise Mr. Lewis, we can still make the request of the court to reset these matters to a pretrial to allow him an opportunity to come back with a valid license. So we're asking if the court would allow that.
I don't think it's we've already given Mr. Lewis. Did I not give you the time to pay this stuff?
No, you didn't.
What do you mean I didn't?
On January 21st, when I appeared to you, the only thing you told me was you put me in a room with a conference with the, Mr. Elwood, and then he said that we was going to come back for not guilty, and then you set me for a trial for the 28th, and I was trying to see if I can get an earlier trial, and you said no, that's the earliest you have, and that was it.
So I didn't tell you to pay this no insurance proofs. Nobody said pay these no 288 no insurance proofs.
No, Mr. Elwood told me to pay. He told me the ticket that had my license suspended was Royal Oak. He told me to take care of Royal Oak, come back with take care of that ticket.
I don't know how Mr. Berry would be able to tell you that unless you told him that.
This was, and no, he told me to take care of the ticket in Royal Oak. He asked me did I have any ticket else out of in Michigan. I said I had one in Royal Oak. He said, take care of that ticket, come back with that ticket paid, and then you will be able to get your license. I took care of that ticket. Me and my family member helped take care of that ticket. I called the Secretary of State and asked them about my tickets. Would I be able to get it, get my license back? They told me I had insurance ticket I had to take care of out of Detroit still.
So here's the problem. Here's the problem. From ever since May 2021, since I got down here, I've been either letting people pay reinstatement fees up front or telling them that they owe, that which tickets are affecting their license at the 36th District Court. I can't believe that out of the probably thousands of people that I've told that, I didn't say that. I just can't believe it. Routinely, Ms. Harris knows it, Mr. Berry knows it, Mr. Bowman knows it. Every attorney that comes in here and spends any amount of time in here knows that. And I cannot believe that I didn't say that to you. Now, whether
this is my second time ever seeing you. I never seen you my first time.
I know that. And the first time I would have saw you, the first time I would have seen you, I would have told you that. Especially if we're sending. All right. He didn't see I didn't say it.
Yeah, I won't lie to you people. I mean, I'm saying that I'm telling you.
No. You might want to adjust that and say, because what did I just say? Out of the thousands of people I've seen, I've told everybody that. And I have a host of lawyers, and I'm telling and thousands of individual citizens that know that I say that every time. Now, you're saying that I didn't say it. Maybe you might want to think about whether you heard it or understood it correctly.
Your Honor, I know for sure you didn't say it, but it's definitely recorded. So if you need to, I can't.
I'm not
If you
going
need to
back
go
over
back to
that.
the, I'm saying that I'm gonna be lying to you saying that you said that to me either though. Like I won't be telling you lie, and I'm just be. You say it a million times. I mean, I don't. You didn't say it to me on that day that I had talked to you. You said I got in a room with a lawyer.
I don't know if he said it or didn't say it in this instance, but his argument that I wouldn't lie to you is not working for me.
And then he came back and said this, and you set a date to come back on the 28th. And I asked for, can I come earlier? And you said, no, that's the earliest it is. That was it. It was like 30 some people in a row. You didn't tell me what you said, take care of those tickets. Mr. Elwood told me, take care of the Royal O ticket, come back, and then you'll be able to get your license back.
Well, I think, we're just gonna completely disagree on that. I think that you don't recall, or you weren't paying attention enough to know, or understood enough to know, because I still can't believe that you, out of all the thousands of people, that's my routine line. All of this stuff here is just the same stuff over and over and over again.
I can't argue with you, Your Honor. If you said it, you said it. I'm telling you didn't, but I can't argue with you.
There you go again. You're telling me I didn't. So you are arguing with me in a sense.
Well, I'm saying I gotta stand on what I feel that's true, and you saying what you saying is true, but it's a recording on what was said. So I'm saying that you telling me what you say all the time, but I'm telling you what you said to me. I can't tell you that.
And after all those thousands of people, you're the only one on this saying that. What sense does that make? Make sense out of that for me. I can't make sense out of that. But
well, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Lewis.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
When are you going to be able to come up with this money? Because what I also heard was I asked some family help me out with Royal Oak.
Yeah, Your Honor. So basically, I mean, I moved out here last year. My mother died last year on Christmas. I moved out here to Arizona, and I pay like $1,200 in child support. I pay $1,500 up in rent. I'm still trying to get help.
I don't care. I do sympathize with your mother dying. I lost my mother last year. I do, but I don't care what you have to pay. I got bills. Everybody's got bills. I asked you a question. Are you going to be able to pay this $288 at least times 2?
I think it's times 3, Your Honor.
Yes,
I think there's another one.
This times 3.
But the other one maybe.
And 336.
Your Honor, will the court waive the late fees and any penalties to reset that to the original amount?
What's going to be include the reinstatement fee if I did? But he hasn't even gotten to the question. Are you going to be able to pay it? Because if you're not going to be able to pay it, then we're wasting time here too.
Yeah, no, I ain't. I gotta. I need my license. I'm gonna have to pay it.
Mr. Bowman.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you have any objection to giving this young man an opportunity to get his driver's license?
My question is, if he's in Arizona, he should be trying to get an Arizona driver's license.
He can't get an Arizona license until he can get a Michigan license.
All right. And so I leave this with the court's discretion. I will indicate that Ms. Harris did an excellent job in explaining his current life situations. And unfortunately, Your Honor, my opinion was the same as yours. I really don't care.
I just don't care about the financial situation because
Yeah.
everybody's dealing with some sort of financial situation. Do you have an updated address, or you're not in the state of Michigan anymore, right?
No, I'm not.
Mr. Corporal Dupree, good morning to you. You can chime in if you choose.
Good morning. Hey, I just wanted to let the court know, I stopped Mr. Lewis twice for the same exact thing, once in 2019 and again in 2021. And I wrote the same ticket twice. So he knew he didn't have a license the first time, and then I did it again a second time. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. What is your Arizona address, sir? I'm gonna waive the late fees, SB 0432302, SB 11483803, SB 11969862. We're gonna reset the date for a trial on June the 6th, 2025 at 9 a.m. All right, so now we got you as close to the original ticket as we could. We've given you everything that you've asked for. Now it's on you to put up. All right.
Alrighty.
All right. Best
Thank
of
you,
luck.
Your Honor.
Have a very good rest of your day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we got fixings and then.
Mr. Bowman, you're interrupted.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Good morning to you. What is your name?
Good morning, sir. It's Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Kenneth Lewis Jr. Are you the one that was in here the other day that did not want to take your hat off?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Are you Kenneth Lydell Lewis?
My name is Kenneth. Yes, sir. Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Kenneth Lewis Jr.
That's why I called in, sir. So if we could proceed, I'd like to get.
No, you're gonna before we proceed, you're gonna zoom in, sir.
That's why I called in, sir. You can hear my voice. I don't see what would be the problem.
All right, I don't. Okay, so you're coming in person now. You're gonna come in person. So
hear my voice. What is the block? Why do you want to see my face? What's wrong with you?
Bye, sir. Bye, sir. City of Detroit versus Najee Alexis Latham. Case numbers SP 11211114, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1647067, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1679780, SP 1679925. Appearance for the record, please.
Gutierrez. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Judge, what was the last name of the case you called?
What is the last name?
Yeah, it might not be my case. I had Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, so Najee Alexis Gutierrez.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew DiMaggio, P45619.
All right. How do you want to proceed, Mr. How does your client want to proceed, Mr. DiMaggio?
We received an offer from Mr. Bowman that my client, Ms. Gutierrez, wishes to accept.
What is that offer?
She's going to plead to expired plates. The rest would be dismissed.
Is the excuse me, is the officer here though? Like, I asked you.
One officer did appear. One officer did appear. So if you want to have a trial, we can get that officer back in here. The other officer did not appear. So essentially, the cases that the officer did not appear, SP 1677067, counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed. No officer.
And Mr. DiMaggio, did you in fact confirm that Ms. Gutierrez now has proper insurance?
Well, this is expired. Okay, go ahead.
Right. I think that case was dismissed, so she pled to expired plates.
Well, I need to know through you as an officer of court, has she shown you evidence of proper insurance as of today?
I did not see that, but I'm not saying she didn't have it though.
Well, no, then that is
I
not.
told my lawyer that I
Be
did not
quiet,
get
Ms.
on.
Gutierrez.
Like,
I'm gonna give you a chance to. You're gonna get a chance to speak. Let them just listen first.
Your Honor, based upon that statement, there's not been accurate evidence that she has good insurance now. We know she did not have good insurance then. So
Well, I don't know if she didn't have good insurance then, but here's the deal. Was that expired plate contingent on the fact that she had insurance now? That's the court's question.
That is correct.
Judge.
So I'm gonna allow Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation. Ms. Gutierrez, direct your questions to Mr. DiMaggio, okay?
Yeah, can I just say something, Judge?
You may.
As part of the negotiation process, I indicated to Mr. Bowman that the officer told her that this case, he would not give her a ticket for it. And as part of the negotiations, he said, well, dropped no insurance. He never insurance. It was contingent upon my statement to him.
Get the officer back in here, Mr. Bowman.
Officer Harris?
I don't know where he went.
I'll call him.
All right, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get him back in here, all right?
Judge Corporal Croxton, if you don't mind, Officer Harris is in court in person. He has several courtrooms, he advised us.
Yeah, but he didn't advise me, Corporal Croxton. I give everybody an opportunity. He's gotta let somebody know. He's usually here, so let's try to get him back right quick, Mr. Bowman, and then we'll pass it. Ms. Gutierrez, you want to speak to your lawyer in the interim?
I guess that's the only person I can talk to, so that's fine.
Well, go ahead, talk. If you want to talk, what do you want to say?
The thing is that I keep talking to all these third parties. For starters, my lawyer just told you that I said he did not give me no ticket that day. He told me that he saw that I was from East Point. So he did not give me no ticket that day. I did not get no physical ticket. I didn't get nothing. He told me he was going to let me go. I said, okay, and let that be that. Now, a couple days later, I got a ticket in the mail, and they done combined it with this other case. Y'all dismissed the other case, and that's cool. But I still don't understand, why do I have to pay anything when I did not get a ticket that day? My lawyer is trying to tell me that maybe they gave me a ticket a couple days later. Come on now. Like, that don't even make no sense. I did not get a physical. I've been asking for the dash cam footage, body cam footage, because it was two officers. I did not get a ticket. He went to go run my stuff. He said, you know what? I'm going to let you go ahead and go about your day. I'm not saying that was right or wrong, but that day I was not supposed to get a ticket. So I don't even understand why they would drop the no insurance, but they wouldn't just drop this as a whole, because I was not supposed to get a ticket that day. Like I said, if DPD was looking out for me, cool. Where I'm at with it is, I told my lawyer, this is what I was trying to tell you earlier. I don't even have that card anymore to even show you proper insurance on it. So if I do have to pay a ticket, because this has been going on for so long and I am so tired of dealing with 36th District, please just tell me how much I got to pay for these expired plates so I can be on my way. Because this is like hindering me. I told you this last court date. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just really want to get this out the way.
This is hindering me. Yeah, that's the point, dummy.
I don't feel like I should have to pay anything at all because I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day from neither one of them officers. I can tell you how that whole situation went down. I did not get a ticket. But if I have to pay something, my lawyer literally just told me that I'll have to pay for the expired plates. Please, I have been on this Zoom call since 8:30 this morning. Please.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, put your appearance on the record, please. Officer Fitzgerald Harris.
Yeah, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, Detroit Police Department, badge 1442.
All right, you heard most of what Ms. Gutierrez said. She indicated to the court that she said that someone out there, I don't know if it was you, she said it was 2 officers, that she wasn't gonna get a ticket. I don't know where, and she's upset about.
I'm about to.
Let me talk. I let you talk. No.
Listen.
No.
I'm not being rude
I
because I
let
want
you
you to
talk.
He's
Don't
an officer from another case.
Don't
He's an
overtalk
officer.
me. All right, I'm about to put you out the room, ma'am.
I was just telling you he is an officer
No,
from a
don't
different
tell me
case.
anything. When I ask you, when I run this show, when I let you speak, you can speak. I let you say everything. You said it about 3 or 4 times over and over again.
That's not him, but okay.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, what do you have to say about this?
Your Honor, I caught the tail end of it, about working with a partner. I don't work with a partner. I work by myself.
You do.
This last incident, I stopped her for on East State Fair in John R. And
Right.
she didn't have any insurance, and the plates were expired.
Right. I'm not being rude, Judge. This is a different case. You put the case that I'm referring to with DPD was by a school. You are a whole different case.
Mr.
That's
Fitzgerald Harris, I ask you, don't say anything, ma'am. When I want you to talk, I'll let you talk. Do not say another word until I let you talk, okay? Mr. Fitzgerald, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, I have a ticket here. I have a ticket SP 167-9925, count 1. That is a no insurance misdemeanor, and count in SP 167-97801 is an expired plate civil infraction. I also have SP 112114, counts 1, 2, and 3, a no insurance misdemeanor, a failure to report an accident, and leaving the scene of a property damage accident.
Yes, Your Honor.
Those are so Miss Gutierrez has mentioned something to the effect that she got stopped and maybe she's recollecting one stop and not something is something that the other. She mentioned that she got a ticket some days later. She didn't get a ticket that day. What is your recollection of it?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor. In 2020, for the leaving the scene of the accident, that's under an accident review where I mailed out the tickets after reviewing the accident report for a hit and run accident. The other one, I did physically stop her and issue her the citation for the expired plates, which was February 11th of 2025.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Mr. DiMaggio is here representing Ms. Gutierrez. Since now we have an understanding of what tickets you stopped her on, or you wrote her on 2 occasions. You stopped her on 1 occasion, if the report is correct. And in the other occasion, during your accident investigation, you came to the conclusion at some point that it was Mrs. Gutierrez that failed to report an accident and left the scene of a property damage accident in 2020. Those are the allegations, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And that there was no insurance on the vehicle at that time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation as it relates to those allegations. And then Ms. Gutierrez, if you have something to say as far as how things went down or what that Officer Harris said to you, then you need to speak to Mr. DiMaggio about that, okay? I don't know where she went. Rejoin the breakout room, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Now let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. All right, Ms. Gutierrez, where are you? Where's your client, Mr.
She should be on there.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, now, do you understand what's going on now, ma'am?
No, I don't.
All right, you didn't Mr. DiMaggio, you and your client didn't get an understanding?
You know, Judge, it might be best to appoint another attorney on this case.
Well, what's going on?
It was a simple matter of I was just trying to tell you that the last ticket and the last officer that just got on the screen, that wasn't the same ticket that I've been on.
It's a simple matter that everybody else is stupid and they're not listening to me. That's all that's going on here.
A docket for it. That's all I was trying to tell you. That is a separate matter.
Ms. Gutierrez, I see why you have a problem.
How do I have a problem? Because I'm just telling you that that's not the right ticket.
Because you're not listening. You're telling me what you're on the docket for. I tell you what you're on the docket for.
Okay, so I was confused because I'm obviously on the docket for something new. I haven't been coming to court. I just got that ticket like 2 weeks ago. I didn't schedule a court date for that with Mr. Fitzgerald. He just pulled me over. I know what's going on. It's 3 different tickets going on and it's a lot of charges, but that last one, that's what I have not been coming to you for that. Like, that's something totally separate. That's all I'm literally trying to tell you. I know the ticket that I got from Mr. Fitzgerald, but that is not what I've been coming to you for. I just got that 2 weeks ago.
The SP 6797801, you got that ticket 2 weeks ago, February 11, 2025. Okay. So
right. That's all.
We're back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Yeah, okay. So that's not even the most important ticket. The most important ticket you do know about, don't you?
Yes, I do. The 2.
So what's going on? Why can't you come to a resolution with this individual?
No, I did. I did.
Stop talking. Mr. DiMaggio, I can kind of see why you can't come to a resolution. Or are you driving, ma'am?
No.
I can see why you can't come to a resolution. But what is, without disclosing your client's confidential information, why can't you work this out for her?
Could I see Mr. Bowman? I've been trying to get with Mr. Bowman. Yes.
All right, let's pass it again. Mr. Last time, this is the last time on this case, Mr. DiMaggio on Gutierrez.
Yes.
Yeah. Why can't we have come to this some sort of meeting of the minds or anything about this?
No, I've gone graciously to Mr. Bowman, and he's explaining the offer again. I've explained it to her. She just won't accept the offer. She just says she wants a new attorney, so there's nothing more I can do for her.
Ms. Gutierrez, you just don't understand how this works. I don't know how to explain it to you any better. You don't have the right to come in here and pick and choose which attorney that you get. The only way that you get that right is if you hire one yourself, or you go to this is a case where you requested an appointed attorney and we got you an appointed attorney. And I don't understand what's blocking the movement of this case. I can kind of see it's you. So why can't you speak with Mr. DiMaggio and get some kind of understanding about what's going on?
I tried to, and everybody is getting upset with me because I'm asking questions. Like, I keep just being told to do stuff, and I'm not. This last time I just came back into the breakout room with him, the deal has completely changed, and it's something completely different. Everything keeps changing. I don't understand what's going on. And y'all kind of just want me to say okay and just do it. So I guess whatever charges y'all have, just okay, and whatever it is. It's okay. I'll do it because I don't want to keep arguing and be combative.
Stop. What question do you have?
I don't have any question. Whatever plea is available, I would take.
Mr. DiMaggio, you know something, Ms. Gutierrez, you're a very, I can respect the fact that you you're serious about this and you want to defend yourself. That's what you have the opportunity to do today. All right. Now, when you mentioned that the other tickets that you had were tickets that were for 2 weeks ago, a little more than 2 weeks ago now, but I know what you mean by that, a month ago. The way I do it is instead of having you come back and forth to court, I told you on that date, I gave you the case numbers, that those tickets would be subsumed in this court hearing today. Now, as it relates to those tickets are an expired plate and a no insurance misdemeanor. Not the most serious charges that we see, and not the most serious charges that you have listed here. I think a more serious charge would be the leaving the scene or failure report failure report of accident, which is a 0-point offense. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. It's just going to be a fine. Well, all of them, whatever you plead to will be a fine. But leaving the scene of a property damage accident is the most serious allegation that you have here. And then you have some no insurance charges here. So if you're taking into context the 2 cases that you got last month, those cases are basically going to be subsumed in any offer that you get today.
Okay.
The ones that are the more serious ones that you knew that were going to be on the docket today was the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and the failure to report an accident and the other no insurance charge. And then you had maybe, the other cases are going to be dismissed because the officer wasn't here. Now, what is the final offer that you got for Ms. Gutierrez, Mr. DiMaggio? I've said all that, and now he's gone.
Set up for trial. Let her read all the convictions.
I want to give Mr. DiMaggio has indicated that he's not, that he can't work with Mr. Gutierrez. I'm going to give it to Mr. Dupree and let Mr. Dupree talk to you. All right.
Okay.
It's one of those days. All right. All right, Mr. DiMaggio, are you there now?
Yes, Judge.
Now, let's go back on the record with Gutierrez. So hopefully this is the last time.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me just hear what you have to say about the offer that was presented to Ms. Gutierrez.
Okay, the offer basically.
She's here. All right.
Okay. The offer basically is to plead to an expired plate as charged, an improper plate in place with no insurance, and a failure to report a property damage accident. She's basically going to plead to 3 charges, and then the rest will be dismissed.
Turn your camera on and your mic. Now we got it. What I think she's doing is I think she's driving. Everybody wants it their way. Turn your camera on and your mic, Ms. Gutierrez. I'm gonna ask you the last time, please. All right, say that again. I have a improper plate. I have a failure to report an accident and an expired plate. Is that the offer, Mr.?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, so let me make sure this improper plate, I mean, this failure to report is not abstract to the Secretary of State. Failure to report an accident does not abstract to the Secretary of State, does it? Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, Officer Fitzgerald Harris?
Yeah, I'm not for sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Gutierrez, if you do it again, I'm just getting fed up with you. Leave your camera on, leave your mic open.
Okay, I just wrote you. Jesus, I didn't know.
Oh, that eye roll. I would put her in the can for that. I would have done it long ago.
Failure to display, failure to report an accident, I do not believe in abstracts. So I'm not gonna fine you for everything. I'll fine you for one of the matters of $240 and $145. I won't fine you for the second misdemeanor. You wanna take the deal, ma'am? Neither of the misdemeanors abstract to the Secretary of State, neither carry points. I'll dismiss the misdemeanors upon payment. You wanna take the deal?
So what you said?
Failure to display, that's a misdemeanor, is a $240 fine. I will dismiss upon payment. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, and that does not. Go ahead, Mr. Bowman.
Do you mean improper plate? Because failure to display is abstractable.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Improper plates, I'm sorry. Improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor. It's for one of the no insurance misdemeanors. Is the improper plate $240 fine. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it won't carry any points, and it'll be dismissed if you pay it. And then a civil infraction of expired plates, $145. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, nor does that carry any points. And that will be closed out once you pay it. I won't fine you for the failure to report an accident. Now we'll just close that out if you take the plea. You want to do that, ma'am, or no?
That's fine. Yes.
Have Mr. DiMaggio, have you read Ms. Gutierrez, her advice or rights?
I think I could do it right now if you want me to, Judge. It's been a confusing day.
Ms. Gutierrez, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Let me go over the advice of rights. Let me go over the advice of rights. Give me an advice of rights form, please. Understand those rights, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, I do. I just had one more question. That last case that just came up where the officer got on, he told me that I would be able to show, if I show proof of insurance, and the plates weren't expired, I would be able to get that dismissed. That's still not possible to do, because I asked my lawyer that, and he.
Do you have proof of insurance and the plates, ma'am?
Yes.
Show the court proof of insurance and the plates, please.
I don't have it on. I can't bring it up there and show you. How would I show you that right now?
You just hold it up. If you have a copy of the insurance.
I don't have it offhand, but could I bring it up to the court by maybe say this week, and then
we gotta do this. Possible? Mr. Bowman, any objection for her to bring this proof of insurance and stuff to the court?
I could bring it Thursday if that's possible.
Yes, Your Honor, because I was getting ready to state for the record, while you're reading her advice of rights, she's in whatever car she's in. I'm sitting
in the car.
Don't say anything, Miss Gutierrez. Listen, Miss Gutierrez, you gotta let him speak, and then you speak, okay? You're gonna get your tongue.
Okay.
Mr. Bowman.
Thank you, Your Honor. While she's been sitting in this car, while you are reading her rights, she has been playing with a phone and unbraiding her hair. So whether or not you spoke those words of it to her rights, based upon the fact that she continued to do all those things, I don't know whether or not she understood or not what you diligently
Mr. Bowman,
read. That's
Mr. Bowman, I don't care if she's braiding her hair or what she's doing. I read her rights. She indicated she understood those rights. That's the most paramount thing for the court. My question to you is, will you allow her to bring in proper documentation?
I will not allow her to bring
Boom!
it in.
I love it.
All she's done today is show
Love it.
total disrespect for you and the court system.
Go,
So
Victor.
she gets no breaks.
Mr. DiMaggio.
That's the vector from Victor. Eat it.
Where's Mr. DiMaggio?
And as a matter of fact, Your Honor, if there is another court appearance, I'd like her to be present.
Well, she said there was another court appearance. She said she was gonna bring the paperwork down.
Yeah, okay.
All right, listen, the attorney's gone. I don't know what.
Yeah, bring it down. I don't care. I'm still not dropping anything else. She didn't have it at the time. So bring it on down. Bring your dumbass to court, and we'll see if you can, behave then. You'll probably, with your horrible attitude, get a contempt.
What's happening? I'm gonna allow you to bring the paperwork in, man. Officer Harris.
Yes, Your
Officer
Honor.
Harris, I'm gonna allow her to bring the paperwork in.
Okay, Your Honor.
Even though I will kind of agree, Ms. Gutierrez, you do kind of exhibit a lack of disrespect. I feel that
Oh no, she's got excess disrespect. It's not a lack.
is not done intentionally because of your passion about the process and things like that. But nevertheless, it's got to be some order here. I think I've given you ample time to speak. But when somebody else is speaking, and when I'm giving somebody else time to speak, it's your time to listen. And I'll give you an opportunity to respond. You can't just jump in and cut people off. You have to take a minute and listen to what they're saying, all right?
Okay.
Including me. When
I just want to say I've been dealing with you for months. I was not trying to be disrespectful to you. I literally was just confused and was trying to get the accurate information because of what was
But it's
going
just a way
on.
to, it's a way to go about doing, it's a way to go about doing that.
I understand, Your Honor, I really do, but I just was confused. That's all. And I'm trying to make sure that my ducks is in a row and that I'm getting the accurate information because to be honest with you still right now, I'm a little bit confused, but everybody is coming down on me because I keep asking questions.
Did she just utter the phrase, I need to make sure that my ducks is in a row? I might have heard it wrong.
So what are we moving forward? I'm just making sure. Hopefully you don't get too upset. You're dismissing the first case. I know. The two with the insurance and the plates. I'm able to, for both of those cases, I am able to bring my plates and bring the insurance in. I know I have to physically come in with that information and I'm good after that.
All right. She needs a couple days for contempt and definitely mandatory conjugation camp. That needs to be tacked on to anything else that happens to her.
No, you're still gonna bleed some because you got a failure report, an accident.
I thought that's what you just said you were dismissing. That's why I'm confused.
Yes. I don't know how much I can tell you.
And honestly, I guess this is where me and my lawyer confusion came in at. I said that I would not have a problem with pleading guilty to those charges for the no insurance and the plates. But that hit and run accident, they're saying whatever is going on, I don't know. I told you that I do not know what is going on. They didn't give me a discovery packet. They didn't give me no information. They just want me to plead to this case, and that is not me. That's all. That is the most important. The most important case that you're talking about, I'm trying to tell you that's not me, and I did not do that. I don't know what
Okay,
you're talking about.
so we have to have a trial then. She
Oh,
says that's not,
fine. That's what I wanted to do
she
initially.
says that's not her. Listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Mr. DiMaggio, you asked to be off the case. I'm gonna let you off the case. We'll put Mr. Dupree on the case.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, best of luck to you. I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right.
Judge, if we could
Judge, why don't you send her some chocolate and flowers too?
throw Miss Gutierrez in a breakout room so I can talk to her, but can we, I've got 2 cases ready, I think.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, I'm gonna go just wait in breakout room 5, now, if you can't get it with Mr. Dupree, then I don't think anybody can help you, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put you in breakout room 5, wait on Mr. Dupree to come in and talk to you, all right?
Sounds good.
Your Honor, if Mr. Dupree needs an assist, I'm more than willing to go in and.
Well, do you want to take the case, Ms. Harris? Do you want to take this case?
I'll yield to Mr. Dupree first.
I mean, if you want it, Miss Harris.
He's got a whole lot, and Mr. Dupree, he's all the way around the world with cases. And I'm not saying that bothers his handling of them, because I don't think it does, but does it affect his timing sometimes? Maybe a little bit. So what do you want to do?
I'll defer to Miss Harris if you
Everything
wanted
that's
to.
gone on, Miss Harris.
This is pure insanity. This is pure insanity. You're stuck with it, Judge. You already said Mr. Dupree to the defendant, and then she left. Don't open the conspiracy can of worms of having her come back to a different attorney.
I'll go in and speak with her. I will. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, wait on Mr. And I told her, Mr. Dupree is gonna be here. Now, I'm really gonna get it messed up on that, because now you. Yes.
I'll explain it to her.
And Your Honor, just so that I am clear so now that we are having a trial date, all of the cases for Ms. Gutierrez are now in play, all 8 of them, correct?
They were all in play anyway.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let's pass
All
the matter.
officers appear today, Your Honor?
No. So the other officers didn't appear, so they're not all in play anymore because the officer didn't appear, and we're not going there with that. All right, so let's go with pass the matter. Let's go on the record with Mr.
There you go. Sorry, Mr. Bowman, were you saying something?
Yeah, so
Victor's pulling this offer, and I love it.
the judge, did the judge kind of mistake to say that you travel all over the world, or did he say correctly that you try cases all over the world?
I feel more and more it feels like all of the above.
All right.
I think I did 1 case on Zoom from New Zealand when I was there. Oh, sorry, Judge.
Oh boy. Oh.
Who's on?
Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez, are you happy now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
What is going on, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, obviously, we're moving for a dismissal on the cases where there was an officer, Margot Davis, who did not appear today.
Already dismissed.
Your Honor, the cases ending in 1141, 2, and 3. There is also a recommendation to dismiss.
Curtis City, right?
That is, Your Honor.
All right. What else are we gonna do with the last 2?
The last 2, Your Honor, Ms. Gutierrez, we are asking if the court would allow her to Zoom back in on Friday to show her proof of registration and insurance.
All right. Zoom back in Friday, Ms. Gutierrez. Give me your registration and insurance. Make sure it's valid. And
Ms. Gutierrez, you can send it to me by text, and then I can forward it to the court if you would like, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, have a very good day. And I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, but you're still gonna have to pay these $45 reinstatement fees. That's 3 times on the cases that were leaving the scene of a property damage accident failure report. I'll waive the warrant fee. but $3 $45 fees are gonna be assessed and they're gonna be on, you're gonna have to pay those, all right?
Do I pay that to you guys or the Secretary of State?
That pays to us, but I don't think that's gonna affect your driver's license though. But it just will be, all right?
Okay,
I'll see
sounds
you-
good. Thank you
I'll
so
see
much.
you on Friday, ma'am,
Friday at 9 a.m.
at 8:30.
8:30. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who else?
All right, Gregory Lynn
All right, that probably happened Friday. Did anybody see? I'm curious.
Serell, 24W837169A, 25W837500, 24W837169B, and 25B147474. All right, counsel, your appearance.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin, P65417, on behalf of all four matters. Judge, today's the date and time set on.
Mr. Serell, you have to unmute, sir.
Today's the date and time set.
Hang on, I got to get him on record.
Yes,
Just wait.
Judge.
Mr. Serell, I need you to unmute there on your left, up near the device there.
There, it don't matter. Go ahead.
Your name?
Oh, here we go again. All them tickets you gave me for nothing, all your cops. Gregory L. Serell, yeah, crossing the street, man, 10 tickets. Gregory L. Serell, there you go, all your cops. Gregory L. Serell, especially one. Gregory L. Serell, you know it. I don't want to go say it again.
You pled no contest to trespassing.
That is correct, Judge.
I don't see where a bond was set unless you can tell me one on this, Lisa.
Don't matter, man. I'm not gonna pay it anyway. I'm just gonna stay here. So there you go.
Mr. Serell, Mr. Serell, just chill out. Let me finish. Let me try to do this. Right.
Yeah, whatever, Nelly. Hey, Nelly, whatever. I don't care. I'm sick of this crap. Your cops giving me 10 tickets for crossing the street. I'm sick of it. Yeah, look at them. They're crossing the street, man, waiting across. I had one drink and went across the street and he's trying to get drunk.
Mr. Serell, Mr. Serell.
I don't care, man. Get me off here.
Just wait a second. Will you please?
Go ahead and please. I don't care. But
I don't know what you're telling me you don't care about. You've got a,
because your cops keep stopping me, man. 20 tickets for what? Crossing the street, taking my cart on ice and having to go on the road for a minute. They go when it was icy, man. That's what their tickets, a lot of them for. That's what I'm talking about. And hey, they shun the homeless. That's what's up, man. I know your cops, Woodhaven especially Woodhaven. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. So what?
Just wait. Just calm down.
There's no calming down with your cops, man. 20 tickets.
They're not my cops. They don't work for me. I have nothing to do with them.
They send you to court.
Stop.
There you go.
If you want, I'm gonna move this out and I'll just let you sit in jail. Just let me deal with this. I'll be fair with you, but stop interrupting me and stop arguing with me, okay?
All right. There you go. There. Get by.
Lisa, did the judge, it looks like, I think it was Judge Tabby, did he set a bond on this trespassing case?
No, after this case, he was picked up on a felony. So we did a writ to get him out today.
Yeah. And what is the state of the felony? He's still in custody. I just took the waiver and that's next Tuesday for arraignment
This guy just wants a place to stay. It's obvious.
on the information, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna be more unfair with you, but you need to listen to me, Mr. Serell. Okay, just please listen before I tell you what I'm gonna do. And be respectful, and I'm gonna be very fair with you. Okay? But you gotta listen to me. What do you want to say? Anything?
Judge, today's the time set for sentencing. I don't believe that there was a PSI on this. It's trespass. It was no contest. If my memory serves me correctly, I don't have the notes from last time. I believe that we were going to hold the other proceedings 69A, B, and 500 because I believe Judge Kirsten was on bench at that time. And I do believe that there may have been consideration for a dismissal on one, if not two of these contempts.
For what?
I'd have to see the files, Your Honor.
No, it just addressed the trespassing was a no contest plea.
And I was present on that day. So those are in default, the 69AB and 500. Obviously, I'm going to ask for time served, any jail credit. As we know, Mr. Serell in the community, he is not gainfully employed. He is mentally challenged. He is competent. And we're just going to ask for some jail credit and close the file.
Anything you want to say, Mr. Serell?
No, except for everyone shuns the hall. I went in to warm up at the laundromat the one time and fell asleep, and they gave me a ticket for that. And I spent money in there. And the one charge, I know I can't bring it up, but I was not guilty. I just didn't want to stay in county, and I went for that. None of them other charges are true. Every one of them, except for this last one, that cop deserved it because he kept on giving me tickets for laying stuff, crossing the street, go up 100 yards across the street when I walked 20 miles already. I'm going to go up to the corner 100 yards and cross the street instead of going straight across the street. No, I'm not. So they can give me tickets for that all day long. I'm not going to walk an extra 100 yards and cross at the lights. Sorry. Now, when I walk 20 miles a day already, no way. So they give me lame tickets all day long for that because I'm not going to walk 100 yards up to the light to cross. That's what them tickets, a lot of them are for lately. Yeah, that same cop, P-Brain. I call him.
Okay.
That's what I got to say. There you go, P-Brain. P-Brain had it coming, that's why I'm going to say in court. He had it coming, he did, because he kept on harassing me.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You insulted the cop. We're all just real excited about it.
All right. All right. I've heard enough now.
All right,
I've heard enough. Do you remember what I said? I said I'm gonna be very fair with you if you're respectful.
All right,
stop.
I'm
You're
done.
so, Mr. Serell.
I told you the truth. I'm done. There you go. I'm done. Done.
I don't know why at the age of, you're younger than me by 2 years. I don't know why at 64 you would be so angry all the time. There's like, we're not.
You got stopped over 100 times. Let me talk one more time. Over 100 times, man. Look it up for nothing. For like going in a laundromat or gas stations and stuff, man. Kicked out for witnessing for Jesus because it's Muslims that don't like me because they own the gas stations. That's why. You wouldn't like it either. You wouldn't like it.
All right. I've heard enough. Lisa, I want you to mute Mr. Serell so he doesn't interrupt me again, but he will be able to hear me. I don't know why you're so angry, sir. You constantly are in here. I've tried with you. I don't know what else to do with you. We've had more cases with you, I think, than anybody else in the last year and a half. I could stand corrected. Maybe somebody else is on there more, but they're going to put them on the front of the American Bar Journal or something and say, this guy really gets in trouble. Now, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't understand why you're doing this, but I'm still going to be fair. I'm giving you credit for time served on all these. There was no bond set. I'm going to make the assumption that the judge would have set a cash bond of some type. And therefore, since you've been in custody since February the 26th, at least on this, which is 28 days, all these civil infractions, you get credit, 1 day credit for every $10 served on that. Trespass, 10 days jail, credit 10. As far as these cases are concerned, I'm releasing you and giving you credit. I wish you well. And that's all I can say. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Judge.
Derelict, Hannah Lee Derelict.
Well, thank you, Brecken. That was a lot of fun. It was infuriating. It was a lot of fun. This last case, I mean, the guy couldn't have been worse, but what are you going to do? It's a bunch of jaywalking tickets. You know, eventually you got to let him out. He'll be back. He'll be back next week. He will jaywalk within 5 minutes of leaving jail and get another ticket. That's just how it is. That's a guy who's given up on life, and it's sad, and it's just that's the way it is. He was somehow less infuriating to me than the one before in front of Perkins. With that attitude, you just got to stop doing favors. Call whatever cops you have. Make her eat whatever charges she has. Sentence her to the normal stuff, or maybe extra for being nasty, and carry on with your day. That's what you got to do. I like Perkins, but he was too nice there. I mean, none of them are perfect. He was trying. He's trying to get a conviction or whatever, but not trying to get a conviction, but trying to get the case resolved. But even the prosecutor, who's super cool, easygoing prosecutor, is like, I've had enough of this woman. I've had enough. I can't take it. All right. Good times. I got this. Brecken sent it to me. It was good, and I saw it, and it told me that it's a half hour long. And then I get into it, and I'm like, oh, this video is a lot longer. That's all right. It's good Sunday fun day action. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you all soon.